objective in Labrys's case had similarities to the purpose of ergo research. To deliberately gather shadows in order to fuse them together. If that was the objective, wouldn't the TV world have been an ideal place for a test run?
It may be best if I check inside of the TV world once more.
When I opened my cell phone to share my findings, scant though they may be, I noticed that the hour is late. It's almost the next day.
It's a bit late to call them. Which reminds me, I think I heard thunder earlier. Could it have rained?
That word rain gives me pause. During the incident with Labrys, the Midnight Channel was broadcasting again. If her case is truly ongoing, does that mean it could come on tonight? A bad feeling crosses my mind. And your phone rings!
This hour? From an unknown number.
Oh shit.
Hello.
I got through. Miss Detective? Wait, no. Naoto-kun, right?
Labrys!
Is that you, Labrys? What's the matter?
Listen up, because we got a big problem. Mitsuru-san and the others were on their way to Inaba, but they've gone missing.
Oh shit.
Missing?
And now he's been crucified again.
But these weird guys came barging into the Shadow Operatives lab. I'm the only one who got out.
What? The Shadow Operatives research lab was attacked? Could it be the enemy? No, that's not it. This is most likely...
Labrys, calm down. Can you describe anything unique about the people who invaded your headquarters?
Unique? They came in a big group. They wore suits. They showed this paper-looking thing, and they said something about an investigation.
Police! Just as I thought, public safety. I had my suspicions, but there can be no mistake. Though the Kyoja Group and Public Safety are formally in cooperation, Public Safety privately has a low opinion of the Shadow Operatives, hence the request that I perform an undercover investigation. They must have found out about Mitsuru-san's disappearance and used that as an opportunity to launch a compulsory investigation. But Mitsuru-san's disappearance, could it really be related to Public Safety's move? Labrys said a moment ago that Mitsuru-san and her people were headed to Inaba. Why? While I think carefully, sorting through this new information, I asked Labrys for more details.
I understand. What's your present situation?
I can't go back to the lab, right? Even if I could, I wouldn't know what to do without Mitsuru-san around.
Are you that useless?
I found out the Shadow Operatives got these special folks who only get called up in emergencies. I just met up with them a minute ago, and we're about to go look for Mitsuru-san and them.
Understood.
Emergencies,
I'll
huh?
cooperate as well. I'm sure the others won't say no either. We'll all try searching for Mitsuru-san.
Really? Thanks!
Labrys, there's something else I'd like to ask. Why was Mitsuru-san headed for Inaba?
If I remember right, they found a weird shadow reading over there, so they were gonna go look into it.
Oh, they weren't going to tell nobody else, though, huh? And normal shadow reading is detected in Inaba, and Mitsuru-san and her people go missing when they head out to investigate. Even if this is unrelated to the public safety matter, I can't overlook this detail. Mitsuru-san and her people are persona users, and extremely skilled ones at that. If they're in a situation with no means of contacting help, then whatever enemy they face must be formidable. And the first such enemy who comes to mind is the culprit who kidnapped Labrys and forced us to fight in the P1 Grand Prix.
She said the reading spiked all of a sudden. Did something happen over there?
Not yet. Well, I guess this kind of happened, but we kind of went back in time a little bit to see what Naoto was doing. I checked the clock in the wall of the drawing room. It's almost midnight. If there was a normal shadow reading, the Midnight Channel could be involved. I need to find a room with a TV.
I'm sorry, but let's continue this on the move. We should meet up at the very least. Actually, is that a helicopter I hear in the background?
Yeah, I'm surprised you can tell. We have a maid piloting one right now.
A maid? What the hell? A personal helicopter and a maid piloting it? I never thought of my family as poor, but thinking back to that limousine, the Kyoja clan seems to be on a completely different level.
Let me think of a place where a helicopter could land around here.
Oh shit. As I continue to talk while walking down the hallway, all the lights suddenly turn off. Though it is midnight, this is a police station. There should be several officers still stationed here, even at this hour. However, in defiance of these facts, an unnatural stillness pervades the air.
A blackout.
No, that's not it. The roaring helicopter rotors on the other end of the line have also fallen silent.
Labrys?
My cell phone has gone dead, as if the batteries were drained. I try a few things, but it won't even turn on. Have all the electronics here stopped working so suddenly? I open a nearby door to get a better look at my environment. The empty room is hazily lit by an eerie red glow coming from the window. Walking to get a clearer view, I gasp at the sight outside. An obvious pall has fallen upon this quiet rural town.
Red fog?
There's Tartarus, man. Look at that shit. Seeing a town enveloped in fog, I can't help but remember last year's case. With the foreboding feeling that the situation has taken a turn for the worse, I quickly leave the strangely empty Inaba station. The end. Oh my god! To be continued. Okay, so we still haven't done any fights. We haven't done a single fight yet. Jesus, okay. I guess it's Risei's turn. Oh my god. I raise one arm towards the mirror-lined wall and close my eyes. In my mind, I see a stage and the hazy shadow of a band. Glow sticks of all different colors shine in the packed seats. Where the hell are you? I'm looking at them from my mark, indicated with a spot of fluorescent paint. The moment the countdown hits 0, a spotlight comes on. I reach towards the flooding light and become one with the stage. She's back to being a pure idol already.
Say hello. You gotta say goodbye to 1,000 lies, yeah. Shout friends.
This is the only song they have Risei ever sing. Holy shit, she's in her Persona 4 Dancing All Night outfit.
Voice be heard all over the world. Stand up when
Yes, that's like a really nice touch.
it's me, come on out. Get ready for your true story.
I remember they didn't dub it. Oh, she isn't actually on stage. She like training to be an idol again? That was something. Training room. As I calm my breathing and look towards the clock to check how long the performance took me, I see its hand pointing to 2, which brings me back to reality in a hurry.
Oh crap! I didn't take my bike today. I wonder if I can make the last train.
What? It's only 2
Good night,
o'clock?
everyone. I'm off for today.
Wait. Which hand was pointing at the 2? I hurriedly address the people I pass as I fly out of the studio. After a mad dash to Okina Station, I barely make it into the stopped train.
Made it.
I take a breather as the train slowly pulls out. The last train on a holiday is usually pretty empty, so I sit in an open seat and get my tunes from my bag. There's a new song on there they just gave me this afternoon. Today felt so long for some reason. To be continued. No.
It's gotten a lot later than we expected. Are you still okay on time?
You didn't have to give me a lift, you know. I'd have been fine.
That's not the issue. Come on, I'm your manager.
Are you the same guy from, the Social Link in Persona 4? It looks like him. The reason Inoue-san seems so happy is because of the news we got earlier. When our president called us back to the office from the shoot today, we were greeted with a new song for me and a detailed plan for my comeback.
Still, I had no idea that the boss was putting together such a detailed plan for your comeback.
Well, I'm grateful and all, but I just don't think I'm ready yet.
That's not true. We've all seen how hard you've been working. You're much stronger than you were. I think the boss
It's only been
made
2
the right
months.
decision.
After like a year off.
Flattering me, Inoue-san.
Never intentionally. You sang that new song we gave you today after just a short lesson. You even memorized the dance steps in record time.
I wasn't any good, though. I got distracted by the steps and kept going off key. And I wasn't hitting the turns cleanly.
Jesus.
Still got a long way to go.
She's a really harsh self-critic. It's true, even as far as discussion as my comeback goes, if Inoue-san hadn't come up with an excuse for why he couldn't get in contact with me until yesterday, the plans could have been sunk.
Rise-chan, did something happen?
Huh?
I know that there's a part of your life you won't let me into, and that's okay. An idol doesn't need to tell her manager everything. But there's a difference between keeping things private, isolating yourself. You asked if you could get some days off during the long holiday, right? And you didn't seem too keen on today's session either. Did you have some other engagement in mind?
No. You're just
It's
cutting
you.
too much slack. Thanks, though.
Oh, you
Something
lied!
to do
You know
with
you're
work.
excited to see Yuno
That's something
Okami
that made me
again.
realize how powerless I am.
So many people are supporting me for my comeback, but no matter how much I throw myself into rehearsals, all I can think about is how I was nothing but a burden in the incident yesterday.
Rise-chan?
I'm okay. Were you worried I'd quit again? I'm still set on getting back into showbiz, once I shake off the rust from my hiatus.
I can tell that much from watching you practice.
I do like how they've given a lot of the minor characters proper character portraits, because that was a complaint I kind of had with Persona 4, and really almost all of the Shin Megami Tensei games, is that a lot of the minor characters don't have portraits, even though some of them might have unique designs and names.
But things will be busy after the long holiday. The success of your comeback project is on the line here.
I really appreciate it. Can you let me off at Okina Station today? If I have tomorrow off, I want to stop by the studio and practice a little more.
Huh? But wouldn't it be late by the time you're done? Why don't I take you straight home?
There's not enough room at home. Please? I'll go straight home after I practice a little.
Well, alright. But don't push yourself too hard, okay?
I won't. Actually, though, you shouldn't coddle me so much either. Okay, Inoue-san?
He's just doing his job. You don't have to be a snarky little bitch about it, but Rise is far from best girl, and I wish they didn't try and make her a canon girl. Waifu wars. Through the train window, I can see the countryside with only a few lights here and there. The train was empty to begin with, and it only gets emptier as we approach the final stop.
A long holiday, huh?
This holiday was supposed to cap off with just work and rehearsals. Even when I heard Yu-senpai was coming back, I was the one who decided not to change my plans. When I told the others, they said stuff like, "Oh, well, work's work and hang in there." Kanji was the only one who acted like a kid, saying, "What's more important to you, your work or senpai?"
Reminds me, Naoto-kun had to work during the holidays too.
I bet Naoto-kun wouldn't get all indecisive about these things. When I sigh and take out my cell, I notice I have an email.
Oh, it's from Yukiko-senpai.
It's a summary of what the investigation team talked about today, and the time we're meeting tomorrow.
Junes at 6 a.m.? That's early. I bet some of those guys are gonna be late for sure.
I don't know. I laugh, but it quickly turns into a sigh. I have tomorrow off thanks to Inoue-san, and while I'm happy I get to see everyone, I'm a little bummed out too. I couldn't do anything during that incident. I'll deal with it. You're not a fighter, I mean. I don't remember anything else about that day after I finished shopping for dinner at Junes. When I came to, I was already in the announcement room in the TV world under the surveillance of General Teddy. In the end, it turned out that General Teddy was Labrys' shadow taking on Teddy's form. The shadow was holding this event called the P1 Grand Prix and forcing my senpai to fight each other in it. Since I was captured, they used my voice and likeness to goad everyone into hurting each other. I thought I sounded cool saying I had work, but I got kidnapped, imprisoned, and watched them use my face and voice to confuse everyone.
At this rate, I can barely face senpai and the others.
That wasn't your fault. Once again, she doesn't have a fighting type persona at all. Her persona is basically useless in combat, and